Hello, welcome back. I would like to talk about stuff that I see as an international traveler when I travel domestically in the US. As you may know, I mainly travel internationally, mostly to Far East Asia, such as China, Japan, Korea, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Singapore, Vietnam, and so on. Countries like that. Occasionally, when I do travel domestically within the US, I encounter a strange situation here. There are many such terms and limitations that I see, or stuff that's done differently in the US that kind of befuddles me and kind of confuses me as to why it is. I would like to talk about several of these. This is very similar to what I made an earlier video about three things that I find in hotels in Asia that I do not find in hotels in the US, such as the hot water pot, slippers inside the hotel room, and vegetables in your breakfast. I like to build on to that by talking about airline stuff and hotel stuff that I typically see in the US or in Asia that I do not see in the US or likewise. Okay, so first I'd like to talk about the dining credit or the food and beverage credit by Hilton. Many people talk about how Hilton has a dining credit or food and beverage credit for hotel guests, particularly the gold card or the diamond card members. $25 per day for one person or $50 for two. And it's $15 for here for these hotels and $30 for two. Hilton Garden Inn, only $10 for one person or $20 for a couple. This is really weird to me because in Asia, we don't call this a dining credit or food and beverage credit. We call it as what it actually was in the US before. We just call it free breakfast. It's simple to say. Free breakfast, not hotel credit, dining credit, food and beverage credit. It's simply free breakfast. Free breakfast in Asia is typically buffet style, or half buffet, half not buffet, but typically it is 100% buffet style, all for free, no limitations as to number of guests, of course just limited by your hotel room, and no limitations as to the dollar amount of the breakfast, which is very, very good. As you can see here, when I went to Hilton in Da Nang Garden Inn, I had free breakfast here. Sure, all Garden Inns by Hilton do provide free breakfast, or so you may seem, because I had Holiday Inns in Japan not provide free breakfast. But if you're a Gold Card member, what you do get is actually free breakfast for any hotel, not just Hilton in Da Nang or some other hotels in Asia. You just get free breakfast, no limitations whatsoever. And the breakfast that you do get is very, very delicious. The picture here is actually not free breakfast, but it is of my lunch. But breakfast is pretty much very similar and very, very delicious. Okay, next on my list, I would like to talk about the American Express $200 airline fee credit. Select one qualifying airline and receive $200 in statement credits per calendar year. When you have incidental fees such as checked bags, in-flight refreshments are charged by the airline to your Platinum Card account. This is really, really weird to me because I see most people in the US, if they have American Express Platinum Card, do it for checked bags or in-flight refreshments. But American Express is just not limited to the United States. It was founded by someone in the United States, but there are Platinum Cards in different parts of the world, such as in Hong Kong, Japan, and Taiwan. Let's go to Hong Kong, for example. Here's a Hong Kong website of American Express. It is in English. You could also change it to Chinese if you want. You keep on scrolling down here for American Express, you see different benefits you can get, such as statement credits, dining credits, stuff like that, travel credits, dining credits, and so on like that. But what you don't see here is you don't see any airline incidental fee credit. Likewise, when we go to the Japan website of American Express, here it is. I use Google Translate to translate between Japanese to English. Here's a Platinum Card here. You get some different bonuses, sign-up bonuses, some features. You get traveling, some credits when you travel online, free gifts, Hilton Gold, Marriott Gold status, fine hotel and resorts, hotel selection, and some dining reservation, cash back, and so on. What you also don't see, similar to the Hong Kong American Express card, is no airline incidental fee credit. Let's go to Taiwan. Here's a Taiwan website. We translated from Chinese to English for American Express Platinum Card. Again, you have a whole bunch of benefits such as 15% off hotels and restaurants in Taiwan. You get Centurion Lounge access, free pickup of the airport, free travel consultants, free emergencies. But what you don't get here is you don't get any airline incidental fee credit. Why is that? Because at least when I fly in Asia, there is no such thing as airline incidental fee credit. Because when you fly any airline in Asia, as far as I know, except for the very cheap airlines, but I'm talking about airlines such as EVA Airlines, Starlux Airlines, Hong Kong Airlines, Cathay Pacific, ANA, and so on like that. All those airlines provide free luggage for you when you travel internationally, free check-in luggage. It's limited to 2 suitcases, 2 check-in suitcases, and you also get 1 carry-on and 1 backpack with you. And if you're a gold card like me on China Airlines, you get 3 check-in suitcases, all for free. So there's no airline incidental fee credit where you're limited to just one particular airline per year and you have to check in your bags for a particular fee. It is kind of nonsense. Actually, it is 100% nonsense that there is such a fee in the US. Sure, if I understand, if I stay more in the US, I would actually use this fee because I would travel domestically. But because a very small percentage of my travels is domestically and the vast majority is internationally, this fee is actually kind of bogus because there is no such fees when you travel internationally within Asia. I've never encountered such a fee. I remember when I traveled from different islands of Hawaii and traveled from Hawaii to California, I did have to pay a check-in baggage fee, and this fee would have helped me, this credit. However, when I fly, even short distances between, say, Hong Kong and Taiwan, which is only 1.5 hours away, or from Taipei to Japan, which is 3 hours away. Very short distance, and all those check-in baggage is for free. 2 of them for each guest. Even more if you have airline status. So this type of fee is kind of bogus. Let's talk about airline fees and food on an airplane. Here I am at Taiwan International Airport, ready to go to Starlux, to Macau via Starlux Airlines. And as you know, from Taipei to Macau is only 1.5 hours away. It is an international flight. But what you are provided on the flight are free blankets, free pillows, free hot towel, and free hot food on the airplane here. Look how nice this cabin is with Starlux Airlines. It is also just an economy cabin. You get free food for an 1.5-hour flight, including free drinks, Coke, wine, beer, water, what have you. It's all for free if you fly internationally, particularly to Asia, on a regular airline. I'm not talking about super low-cost airlines, like such as Tiger Airlines in Asia, but I'm talking about a regular airline, Cathay Pacific, EVA, Starlux, China Airlines, and so on like this. So you don't need to buy your food. I was quite taken aback when I was in Hawaii, flying from one island to the next, when I saw someone bring an entire pizza on an airplane inside a pizza box. It was quite astonishing to me. It's like, why do you need to bring a pizza on an airplane? I saw other people bring sandwiches, hot dogs, and stuff like that. It kind of bewildering to me. Then I came to remember, because I haven't flown domestically in a very long time, oh, it's kind of like this in the US because free food is not provided. If free food was provided, then I'm sure less people would bring their own food on the airplane. Some people may still bring their food on the airplane, but when free food is provided, such as the Starlux Airlines, where the food is very delicious and provided free of charge 100%, I'm sure you will find a lot less people, if any person, bring a free entire whole pizza on an airplane when you get food like this via Starlux Airlines. It's very good. Also, I saw this link here, this website 1 mile at a time here, where you have American Eagle first class food. Look at this type of food. You have to order this food. It doesn't come to you for free. It comes in a box. In a box you have a sandwich and some fruit, and this is, people say it's very delicious, and maybe it is, But what's kind of weird to me is this food is all cold. And sure, cold foods can be delicious here, but you can tell it was just not really made for you. It was prepared cold. You look here, my food here via Starbucks Airlines is piping hot. That's why it must be covered by some type of aluminum foil. Because when you have hot vegetables, hot omelet, hot curry here, it's very delicious. That's why I always like getting hot food on an airplane. Of course, you do get cold food such as cold salad, vegetables, cold drink, and so on like that. The last thing I'd like to talk about are toilets. Yes, I would like to actually talk about toilets. I was watching one video of Anthony Venture going to a very expensive hotel in the US and having this very, very basic toilet. That's kind of weird to me because I'm kind of used to having these type of expensive toilets in my hotels in Asia. When I go to an expensive hotel, which is not too common, I kind of want to see an expensive toilet, not just embroidered toilet paper. This type of Japanese hotel toilet is, even though I don't necessarily use all the features, it's kind of shows the significance and more importance of how a toilet should be in a more expensive hotel, because a more expensive hotel should not necessarily have a very basic, cheap, standard white toilet from Home Depot. Thank you. Bye.